Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to BMT, Business Minded Talk, aka Black Male Talk. I'm your host, BMT, coming at you again with this one. This one right here is very peculiar and very. Um, I had to do a call out on this one. I listened to a lot of things that have happened throughout the news, throughout media. I've heard all the talks and stuff. Welcome everyone who's here for this one. Um, but we have to have a conversation about this. I'm asking all you guys to please share this one. Please support me on this one. I'm back. I'm back on my grind. I'm back into the workhouse, getting things done. And I feel like the same energy that's not being put out there. Uh, that literally, this is the accountability stick is being dropped. This is the when everybody has this kind of outrage for what Dave Chappelle said, the walkouts and everything, all the talks about holding certain groups and stuff accountable. But we're seeing silence. This is not really a big blowout thing. Like, it amazes me how everything can be on all these news articles and stuff, but this is not being talked about. But I will keep my fair and accountable journalism in this one. Special shout out to Hood Conservative, David Monroe for definitely grabbing the video. I also went and grabbed it. Also, the article. It's so intriguing. What's going on? Everyone came on through. Lawrence, shout out to Sir Obadiah and his streaming. Shout out to the Prophet of Thought series. Please check him out. He did a great show last night on the Oedipus, but now it's my turn to actually pick it up. What's going on? How y'all doing? So, what's going on, Angels Army? I have to do this one. I have to definitely get at this because this is a very interesting stick. I'm asking y'all to please share this video. Please get it out there. Share it in your community tabs. Every share and a like or dislike. It's up to you. You can also put in what you feel. One of the issues that we're having is the unaccountability. Everybody understands that of the LGBTQ and P, that you do have your right to choose what you want to on how you want to live your life. That's fair. The problem is the accountability. You want to call out other people, you want to call out unfairness, but you don't want to call out things that are getting out of control in y'all community. You don't call out things that happen. This is a big issue that we're having going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play. I'm gonna show the article. Let me see. Let me make sure I have the proper. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this. Some people might be triggered or affected by this, but I am going to definitely come at this one hard because if I'm not going to go at it hard in the paint, then I definitely am going to do this one. Let's get at it. We're seeing that I've seen some cringy lap dances that has happened in their community. I've seen stuff with children, which I believe that some things you need to leave children out of, especially when they talk. I'm not for certain things where you're doing certain sexual things in front of children. I've seen the lap dances. I've seen some of the children books, which are inappropriate. I don't have no bang against what you do as an adult. That's your belief. But why putting the children into it? Why this infatuation of drawing children into this type of stitch and niche is far beyond me. I never understood that. So, hang on, let me make sure I add him as a moderator. So, we're gonna have to, we're gonna definitely have to call or get onto this one. Let me go ahead and pull up the source. of this one, and then y'all can have it added. Fair use, fair use, fair use. What's going on, Citizen Lou? It's good to see you. I know this is pretty cringy, and I'm going to definitely pull this one out. So let me go ahead, but I know y'all probably tired of seeing me for a while, and I want to go ahead and get at it for this article. This is something that had me bothered, that had, hang on, let me grab it. So, this is the article. You can always grab it in my description below if you'd like to talk about this one. This is literally the U.S. high school investigated after students seen giving teachers, principal, and mayor lap dances. This video is so cringy and so bad. This is restricted from playing in current geographic region. Yes, that is correct. The video is so cringy of what was happening. It is literally viewed as child pornography. That's how bad this was. That it was so cringy, I cannot make this up, that literally, this is at a high school. This is at a high school where the students, the male students, were literally stripping off their clothes and giving lap dances dressed as women. They were doing a lot. They were doing a lot. And nobody had the audacity to say stop. This was at a men's pageant for a high school. Now, I don't understand why there needed to be a men's pageant at a school. I don't know why there needed to be any type of parade or anything. This is where it happens when going too left goes way wrong. After that, the boat begins to capsize and go under. That's how bad it is that literally this video cannot be played here or in the States. A school in the U.S. is under fire it's under fire after photos emerged showing students giving teachers, the principal who happened to also be the town's mayor, lap dances. The incident took place during a homecoming week man pageant. Now, let's look that up. Let's go ahead. I want you to understand, because some people are curious, and some people are curious to ask, well, what is a man's pageant? I don't even know. Listen, I had to literally go ahead and look up and Google search it. What is a man's pageant? And it gets pretty bad. But I need to find out what is a men's pageant. Because literally, I've never heard of that. I never seen a men's pageant, but I'm going to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually look up. I'm going to actually go ahead and look up the doggone what is a men's pageant. But I feel like that's something that we probably can go look up and go see about. So everyone, please join me, BMT, as we look up what is a men's pageant here.
Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. Friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. A reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
Okay, so
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow.
All right, so we're getting that out the way. So let's look up this thing. This is men's pageant. Well, we have the male pageant, but I've never heard of a pageant for men. And they also have a boys pageant, which I Lord, I've never seen a boys pageant. This is going to get pretty dark. This is going to get pretty creepy because now we're going into men's pageants at schools or boy pageants or whatever kind of sick stuff. This was founded in 2014. So we normally think of beauty pageants for types of competition for women, but Mr. Global dispelling our preconceived notions found in 2014, male contests from around the world as they highlight their culture, background, charitable. Now, we're going to go over to the men's pageant, or the male pageant as they call them, which we already see they have apparently gone wrong. It's apparently gone wrong. Literally, I don't know, like the accountability stick, but I'm going to get back to the article. Kentucky principal in man pageant photos sued over, and literally, I guess Fox News is getting over this. Why are young boys having men pageants in school? I gotta ask, and this is where the accountability stick of the LGBTQ. I mean, y'all can say how y'all feel. I would ask any of y'all members of that coalition. I don't want nobody else. Why are children having men's pageants? Why are they doing that? What does that have to do with anything with extracurricular activities? Why are they dressing up? Literally, you have it where as to, and what kind of tradition is an attack on tradition, stung by criticism. Some locals rally around man pageant. Jesus Christ. It's an event that once would have barely made news outside the school gymnasium, much less than beyond this 4,900 resident Appalachian mountain town. But within hours of Hazard High School homecoming man pageant, literally, I still don't know what a man pageant is. Where is this being held? These man pageants. Where are they doing these things at? Like, where's the walkout in the outrage for having man/boy pageants where male students dressed in women's undergarments appear to lap dance and grind on seated school leaders? The photo hit social media by the next day. They'd gone viral, sparking outrage. They turned a derisive national spotlight on this tiny Kentucky like never before. Like, so we now know that in Kentucky they have boy-man pageants where boys, this is the town, I guess this is one of their occultic things where they, and I will call it occultic, it's called Hazard School, if y'all want to know the school's at. So they have it where the principal and I guess the staff have it where they have the boys dress up like women or wear clothes, and they dance and strip for the teachers, and they dance around. I'm gonna go ahead and play. I don't know if I really want to play that. Let me make sure I have fair use up there. I gotta make sure I have fair use because this is going very wrong. Again, y'all guys, make sure y'all hit the like, share the video. I know this is not the normal stuff that y'all like. I know y'all want me to talk about some more crazier stuff, but this is already bad enough that we have it where y'all be asking for where's the masculinity going, where is the certainty of men? What's going on, Doug? What's going on, Carol? What's going on, Kay, Elise? Where's the content on this? Why is no one jumping up on this type of stuff or this kind of talk? Because right here, you're having it where these kids, and y'all be wondering where all this sexual deviancy and all this crazy shit coming from. And I'm sorry, but nobody is literally, hang on, let me see if I can grab it. Let me see. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. Now, I'm also going to play a song that I feel is appropriate for this. Okay, so.
Our rights, you say we all lead lives you can't respect.
I hope y'all enjoy the song while I play this.
But you're just frightened. You think that we'll corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked. Funny, just this once, you're correct.
Enjoy the.
We'll convert your children.
That is a boy.
Quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. You can keep him from disco. Warn about San Francisco. Make him wear pleated pants, we don't care. We'll convert your children.
Those are all men.
And fair.
Those are all men.
At first, I didn't get why you'd be so scared of us
He's
turning
clapping,
children
having a
into
good
accepting,
time.
caring people, but I see now why you'd have a problem with that.
Just like you worry.
There's a boy rolling on the ground
Group of friends
and
approve of
doing
where
poses.
they go
A man.
at night to protest. But when you'll be disgusted
Yes,
when they start finding things online that you've kept far from their
nobody
sight.
ever
Information.
tried to stop
Guess
this.
what? You'll still be alright. We'll convert your children. Yes, we will.
Preaching one and all, there's really no escaping it.
'Cause even grandma likes RuPaul.
And the world's getting kinder.
Gen Z's gayer than Grindr. Learn to love, learn to vogue, face your fate. We'll convert your children. Someone's gotta teach them not to hate. We're coming for them.
Everybody clapping, having a good time.
We're coming for them. We're coming for your
All those
children.
men are enjoying that young man in his button. Women are laughing. He tried to grab, kissing at women. Laying on the ground, doing poses.
The gay agenda is here. But you don't have to worry. Cause there's nothing wrong with standing by our side. Get on board in a hurry. Because the world always needs.
No. 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 Where's the outrage? Why is nobody doing the walkout? I need to know, dear LGBTQ, are you going to call out the lap dance at Hazard High School? Y'all can say whatever y'all got to say, but that was cringy. That was cringy. That was very dark and disturbing. And that's not me doing no hate speech. This is not me doing no slander. YouTube, you cannot protest against me saying or doing anything harmful. Because literally I'm just reporting the news. Hang on. Let me remove let me let this wiener dog out. Hey. All right. It's inappropriate, period. I agree, IMC. That is inappropriate. The faculty should be to protect the children. There was none of that. And looking at the article, What's going on? What's going on, Jermaine? We can all agree that literally, there was no best interest of the school at all. Whatever about this man pageant at a high school in Kentucky, photos went viral on Twitter, Facebook before being taken down. Of course, Twitter and Facebook, they took it down. Images of cheerleaders dressed in Hooter waitress uniforms carrying what looks like to be alcohol. They also purportedly show a male student giving a principal and Mayor Donald Happy Mobley a lap dance. It also alleged that paddling were given out. Why? Why did this even happen? Again, that's somebody paddling. Jesus Christ. Superintendent of the school, Susan Combs, has launched an investigation, as she should. The incident is I'm gonna tell y'all right now. The times that I've ever done school pep rally things, you had to submit what you were doing, right? You had to submit what you were doing, and you also had to let the faculty know what you're doing. I agree. People definitely need to lose their jobs over this. Y'all, people be saying like this is harmless fun. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. This is very inappropriate. In no shape, form, or fashion was that any way appropriate. I don't want to hear nothing about, well, we're being subjugated, we're being pressured. No. Maybe if they wanted to go out and do a dance, hey. Maybe if they wanted to go out and sing, cool. But all these lap dances for children, all this laying out and doing all these Vogue dances and stuff in front of kids and babies and toddlers and doggone grinding and no. Y'all want to know what to be outraged about? Y'all want to know what to have the heat up? Take it to that. Call that out. Why ain't y'all calling that out? Y'all be asking, where's the masculinity at? I don't know. But I definitely know y'all can say, well, where are the real men at? Well, guess what? I'm going to show you where all the men were at. The men were here. This is where the men were at. The men were right here, getting paddled by children dressed up like women, having a grand old time. And at no time did anybody think that this was too much. The smiling, the clapping. Like, this was too wrong. And this is at school. And I'm going to tell you right now, this ain't the only time these things have happened at schools. The incident is under investigation. As you know, anything under investigation really can't talk about. Combs told the Louisville Courier-Journal, once the investigation is complete, appropriate action will be taken. Combs declined to say whether the man pageant has been annual event. You know what? I bet you she can't. This town has known about this type of pageant for years. And this is not the only school that has been doing this type of thing. I'm willing to put my life on it. This is not the only time this type of stuff has happened. You got the girls coming out there as Hooters, pretending like they're carrying alcohol. But we all know, we've done heard about, sexual grape culture. So you talk about grape culture, but you got young teenage women carrying alcohol dressed as Hooters girls. Why you got them coming out there in beer, dressed like this? Like, this is the most sexual pageant I've seen this year. This man did not think to have the decency to say, yo, stop. I'm not bending over. Like, that's not no alleged paddle. That man literally spanking a teacher in front of a bunch of adults. So pretty much the whole town is jacked up. So that's the men's pageant. The women get, I guess, the young underage people. So, and this just shows you that this is more than just a ethnic problem. This is a whole national problem. We have a national problem with sexualization and sexuality, especially up and down amongst the ranks. As it turned scissors, a member of the Hazard Independent School Board said he was at the school on Tuesday, but not at the event, of course you were, where the questionable activity occurred. Normally, the principal, Happy Mobley, is pretty dadgum strict. So that surprised me. Unless someone pulls something out of a hat, Scissormon said the Louisville Courier-Journal reported. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now. In the times that I've been at school functions throughout my life, the outfits, the talking points, the layout of how things are done, they all have to be checked over. But nobody is running the fade on this type of thing. Nor will they ever. And this is not me attacking. Understand, this is not me attacking, but this is definitely me calling out an accountability to say, hey, like, this needs to stop. I need to know, yo, LGBTQP, are y'all going to step out and start challenging and calling this out? You're talking about you will convert our children. Was this what you meant? And I specifically played that song. That was sung by the gay men. That was sung by the San Francisco gay men's chorus. That video, that whole men's pageant, y'all should have got on that and said, hey, that's not how we get down. And I guess some people say, well, they really don't. Well, then call that out. Call that out. Get on that. Y'all be asking about what happened to masculinity for men. How can it be there if literally the older men are fine with seeing sexualization of the younger men? That literally the younger men, pretty much all, like from the men and the women, nobody challenges this no more. I agree. Masculinity is dang near dead. It's dang near dead. Nobody tried to challenge that of what was happening. Nobody tried to step towards that of what had transpired. I got no problem with a student who is of the LGBT community. Fine, that's your choice. That's your journey that you have to make. And I know some of y'all may buck against me saying that, but hey, I got my own life I got to live. They have theirs. That's their journey. But I asked, y'all community, y'all need to go do some cleanup. Y'all want to go clean up on the speech of men and what they say. The actions of what is put out there on propaganda and TV. But you don't want to call out things like this. And this is why people have a problem with your community. Y'all want respect. That community wants respect. And I'm going to say what I got to say as a parent. And as a free man. When are y'all going to challenge that? I agree. Like, this has happened too many times in schools. Too many times. And no one wants to say anything. Like I said, I would open up the panel, but this is a sensitive topic, and this is something I need to go ahead and call. Again, you got the kids, you got the girls dressed up in Hooter outfits, but y'all complain about female sexualization. Y'all complain about grape culture. But the next thing, you got boys doing this in front of a bunch of parents, teachers, faculty, legislation, people that actually dictate and write the laws. You got a boy right here groping a man, bending over for a goddamn teacher. No one thought to call or literally challenge this type of sexual deviancy. No one thought to say, stop. The mayor himself didn't want to say anything, just sat there and had a good time. You went from here. How did you go from, now mind you, let me show you. Make sure I got it correct. You went from fair use, rolling on the ground, everybody clapping, sliding, groping. The mayor, I don't know how. First of all, the mayor's right here. First of all, this guy has a front row lazy boy chair in there. So they were already ready for the goddamn show. So how did you get there and literally see those desks? If you look at that, those desks are right there. Then when you go over here, they start bending over on the desk. So that tells me it was a whole goddamn ritual thing that goes on. Granted, this is it's an attack on tradition. So if it's a tradition, that means that something, let me make sure, let me go pull out tradition, because you already know, you got to look up what that means. The transmission of customs or beliefs from generation to generation, or the fact of being passed on in this way. So, whatever y'all tradition that y'all have, y'all ritual, I guess this is a ritual towards a rite of passage where God dang it, there's no way to make any sense of this. So when y'all talking about y'all want to start converting or changing the ideologies or the mindset, please, please keep that same energy. Kentucky principal in men's pageant, in man pageant. Photos sued over handling of the series of 2019 field trip. What's this one about? Photos sued over 2019. Let's see. Well, got that. Get out the way. Jesus Christ. They were doing worse. Hey, man, I don't hear nothing now. I don't know what kind of field trip y'all be having. How long have they been having this men's pageant? So, again, they have men's pageants. What's going on, y'all? Did you hear about the father that was arrested because he spoke out at a school board because two girls getting sexually assaulted in a restroom by a boy impersonating a Please send that to me. Please send that to me. What's going on, Joe? What's going on, the number one grinder? And people get mad at, and this is the thing, this is why we have this issue with the communities where people say we need to sit down and have to talk. Well, make sure we all sit down and have the conversation. And I'm saying this, if this ever gets to Dave Chappelle, make sure you bring up Hazard High School. When y'all say that me as a black man, I'm punching down on that community, make sure you know, are y'all, who's checking y'all? Who's checking that community about this? Y'all talk about that people want to be sexually liberated. People want their freedom of choice. But why are people so hell-bent on the sexualization and doggone admittance of bringing in children? Parents react to man pageant. Why is there a man's pageant at a school? Why is there a man's pageant at a school? Parents after controversial photos surfaced at a man's pageant. An investigation underway after controversial photos for an event causing outrage as part of homecoming week activities. So this is homecoming. So that is a tradition. Tuesday was costume day and man pageant was held. Multiple photos, and this is crazy. Let me tell you one of the big issues. The same groups that wanted to get rid of daddy-daughter dance, the same people that wanted to get rid of Valentine's Day, the same people that want to get rid of Christmas holidays, the same people, like we have it where people want to get rid of certain things that have some type of equity of traditional values of the home, of building of structure, of family, of having some type of stability. But nobody went against the man pageant. How did y'all miss that? Nobody, and mind you, I've been and seen pep rallies since I was a child where the boys would dress up like girls. Never done it. I can't even wear pink. I just can't even get to wear pink. But however, this is okay. This is okay. But we hear toxic masculinity, grape culture. Let's get to it. Maybe I'm going at it too hard.
An investigation is underway at Hazard High School in Perry County after
Fair
images
use.
taken during a homecoming event were posted online. Now, they include pictures of students in lingerie and bikinis dancing on teachers.
The school is receiving backlash on social media from parents who are calling the incident inappropriate and disturbing. LEX 18 Sophia Millar hears from them, and one parent who says the photos don't tell the whole story. Now, we do want to warn you, some of you may find some of these images disturbing. Details now in the LEX 18 big story at 6.
The pictures were originally posted on the Hazard High School Athletics Facebook page, but have since been removed.
So it was on the Facebook page for the school. So that means the school was behind it too. So the school also supported them doing this. So it's hard to challenge the school system nowadays because clearly, God forbid that. We definitely know Jesus ain't nowhere in this school. So go ahead, continue.
We have blurred the faces of students.
Thank you for blurring their faces, so that way
we are
you
told
two
it
can
was
get.
part of homecoming week celebrations. Tuesday was costume day, and there was a man pageant in the gym. These are some of the images receiving the most criticism. They appear to show scandalous.
This is the men's pageant. This is what the boys do, where they dress up in bikinis, bend over, shake their butts, and pretty much have a good time in that of tradition. Thank you, culture of what y'all have.
Clad students giving lap dances to faculty and staff. Others showed female students dressed in Hooters costumes, carrying mugs that looked like there was beer in them.
So we have with alcohol promotion, girls dressed up as Hooters. This is good PR for Hooters. Women dressed, I guess y'all gonna say, well, who hates Hooters? Well, guess what? Now, I don't want to hear nothing about, what about our daughters? We need to protect our daughters. Listen, you got a bunch of parents right there. Your daughters are coming out there as Hooters. You might as well go the next step, go to the stripper level and OnlyFans. Shout out to them and go ahead and take the big walk. Because next, that's where we know to make the extra tip money. Continue.
And in others, students and staff appear to spank or paddle.
So students and staff are bending over at desk. Mind you, there's more than one child. There's more than one person. So you have it where multiple people are getting bent over and spanked in front of the whole school. I cannot make this up.
Appear to spank or paddle each other.
It was just really shocking whenever I first saw it, and I almost couldn't wrap my head around it.
Hazard mom Jenna Smith has a family member at the high school and kids in the district. She says the event should have been shut down the moment an adult realized students were undressing.
I think that they should.
So now we're hearing something holistically more. The kids were taking off clothes. What kind of occultic goddamn? Well, you know what? At this point, all these kids might get jobs at Disney. They all might get jobs at Nickelodeon. We now know they most likely will get hired somewhere at this point. It is too late. Ain't like none of y'all try to stop this. I mean, I question if this is a normal tradition at the school, then how long has this been going? Who else is a part of this tradition? I mean, I'm pretty sure this ain't the only man-boy pageant / Hooter PR. Continue on. Go ahead, Jim.
Should have at that point said, hey, I know this is a joke, but let's stop. This isn't appropriate.
Mom Holly Lane disagrees.
It has been taken completely out of context. There are only photos being shown on the internet, no videos. So the photos don't show the teachers pushing the children off of them.
Lane's sons and his friends participated in the homecoming event. She says pushing the limits and embarrassing teachers is part of the fun.
If everybody is perfect, then I would say, yeah, maybe we need to rethink something. But until somebody can prove that something is going on here, other than just homecoming week and teenagers being teenagers, then I'll support my kids.
Okay, so she says, let's make sure we get this for you. I want to make sure we get this right for her. Okay? We got two boys. They're like, hey, we had a good time. We're indoctrinated in it.
Lane's sons and his friends participated in the homecoming event. She says pushing the limits and embarrassing teachers is part of the fun.
If everybody is perfect, then I would say, yeah, maybe we need to rethink something. But until somebody can prove that something is going on here, other than just homecoming week and teenagers being teenagers, then the teachers pushing the children videos. So completely out of context.
Completely out of context.
Being shown on the internet, no videos. So the photos don't show the teachers pushing.
The photos don't show the teachers pushing the student. Okay, hold up. Stay right there, dear. The photos don't show the teachers pushing the student. Let's go ahead and make sure we play that. Hang on, I want to make sure I get your song. Make sure I get your song. So,
It's for you.
You think we're sinful? You fight against our rights. You say we all lead lives you can't respect.
The photos don't show it. The photos don't show it.
You're just frightened. You think that we'll
go ahead,
your
Tommy.
kids
Show
if
them
our
what you learned at school.
goes unchecked.
Yep, this is what you learned at school.
Funny, just this once.
Hopefully,
you're correct.
is the printer pushing them back? Nope, you're not pushing them back. Nobody's
We'll
pushing them.
convert
No,
the
you
children.
laid on the ground. Go ahead, Tommy.
Happens bit by bit, quietly,
Somebody's gonna stop him and push him and
and
stop him.
you will
No,
barely
nobody's pushing him still. Everybody's smiling.
You can keep 'em from
Nobody's
disco.
pushing him. No, everybody's
What about
laughing,
San
crying.
Francisco?
clapping, having a good time. The principal, surely somebody is going to stop Tommy. Come on, no, wait, he's going back. He's going right back.
At first, I didn't
Clearly, the mayor's going to jump.
No, your children into accepting and caring.
No. Okay, so clearly, nobody stopped Tommy.
They'll change their group of friends.
So nobody stopped Tommy, and clearly, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, lady. There was no pushing. This is Holly Lane. She's a parent, and she says, literally, hey, this is being taken out of context. Y'all, this is blown out of proportion. This is why I said, y'all, listen, this tradition ain't going to be stopped. Let's continue.
Hey, I know this is a joke, but let's stop. This isn't appropriate.
Holly Lane disagrees.
It has been taken completely out of context. There are only photos being shown on the internet, no videos. So the photos don't show the teachers pushing the children off of them.
Mm-hmm. Lane's sons and his friends participated in the homecoming.
Mind you, she said the photos don't show. The kids are being stopped. They're being stopped. Nobody is allowing this kind of blasphemy to happen. Clearly, they're fighting she is stopping that boy from bending over and showing his body parts to her. This is definitely going to be stopped. Clearly, they're pushing them off. They're him getting fondled. Yep, they're stopping it. Yep. Somebody's going to stop it. Nope. They're getting bent over, and everybody's paddling everybody. But this is going on at the school. So they have men's pageants where teachers bend over boys, and the boys dress up as women, and they bend over the teachers. Nobody at any time thought to stop it. And this is a normal tradition in their school. But y'all say that, hey, we are biased towards that community and their acceptance, but how much of this do we have to accept? And I know a lot of people are going to say, wow, are you really attacking their community? Well, I got a question. Are you going to really call out this? If you can't call this out, we have a problem.
The event should have been shut down the moment an adult realized students were undressing.
I think that they should have at that point said, hey, I know this is a joke, but let's stop. This isn't appropriate.
Holly Lane disagrees.
It has been taken completely out of context. Yep. There are only photos being shown on the internet, no videos. So the photos don't show the teachers pushing the children off of them.
Lane's sons and his friends participated.
Lane's son, that's her sons. So that's her sons. Tommy, maybe that was him. God damn it.
She says pushing the limits.
That's a teacher being bent over.
And embarrassing teachers is part of the fun.
If everybody is perfect, then I would.
Nobody's perfect. Everybody deserves to be bent over. And spanked and fondled and get liquored up. Happy homecoming. We already know there's probably some inbreeding going on in that town. Continue on, Holly.
Yeah, maybe we need to rethink something. But until somebody can prove that something is going on here, other than just homecoming week and teenagers being teenagers, then I'll support my kids.
The way that I think about it is I think that yes, the kids should just be kids and they should be allowed to have fun. But is giving a lap dance or witnessing somebody else give an adult a lap dance, is that a child appropriate activity? And to me, it is not.
Lane says she doesn't believe a line was crossed.
None of my children have been hurt. None of the teachers have been hurt.
Hazard Independent School Superintendent Sandra Combs says the district is looking into the incident.
The district is investigating the incident, and after the investigation is complete, appropriate action will be.
Y'all not going to get rid of the mayor. Y'all not going to get rid of the mayor. You're not going to get rid of the school faculty. You definitely ain't going to get rid of the students. You know what? I'm going to be honest. If y'all think something is going to happen to the school, nothing's going to happen. Holly and all her friends, the school superintendent, everybody, everybody is dropping the accountability stick. They're like, hell nah, I ain't touching this shit. Fuck that. I'm not touching that, excuse my language, but nobody's going to touch this stick.
One of the administrators in the pictures is...
Y'all think y'all really going to fire the mayor / principal? The mayor / principal. Good luck. If he can do that openly in front of the whole school and faculty, I can promise you nobody is going to fire him. Nobody's going to fire the coach. Nobody's going to fire the lunch ladies. Nobody, y'all must don't know this is a higher frequency game. Y'all, nobody's gonna fire. Welcome to the end of the world, y'all. Welcome. Masculinity is definitely
the mayor of Hazard. We reached out to Principal Mobilini this morning and have not received.
Of course he's not. He's probably with his concubines. He's most likely with his concubines right now.
Investigation is complete in Perry County. Sophia Millar, LEX 18 News.
Yeah, you're not gonna get him. He's with his concubines right now. So, if y'all think y'all gonna check the principal or any of them, you're out of your damn mind. This is where the school was gone. And at this point now, there's nothing that can be said. There's nothing that will ever happen. You don't have to do no conspiracy documentaries or anything. Like I said, there's nothing you can say about this, man. And people wonder about what's going on with the household. How can you check this if you have it where parents are supporting this? The faculty is on board. Do you see that? Nobody ever thought to stop that boy from bending over. But then y'all say the sexualization of our girls is real, but nobody ever thought to stop that boy. But I know everybody say, well, take it as a joke. What is funny about that? Y'all said Dave Chappelle's stand-up wasn't funny, right? What is funny about that? Or is that comedic humor? How would it have been received if the girls were doing that in front of a group of men? You know what? Probably, you know what? I take that back. Because they already had the girls coming out there with Hooter. I mean, you already got it. First of all, one of the questions I want to ask, where are the boys getting the lingerie from? Where were the boys getting this lingerie from? Was Holly and the parents supplying these young boys with lingerie? Like, at this point, you can't make this up, man. And it's going to get harder. Like, young ladies, y'all be asking for, I need a real man. But how can you have a real man if a lot of the men that you're going to be dealing with are going to be wearing lingerie, your lingerie, in your heels, and going to be submissive to this type of behavior? How can y'all say that we need to fix these issues, and literally you have it where, listen, man, this is too wild. This is too wild. What's going on? Peace to my brother Art Nostal. Shout out to him. What's going on, Lightbearer? Shout out to Ray. Crazy answer. I know, but buy lingerie and store like everybody else. True. I guess you got me there. So if they were wearing lingerie like that. Now, granted, if I'm correct, at high schools, certain type of shoes aren't even allowed for young girls to wear because of the hazard. And I would challenge that if that's the case, then why did nobody challenge the boys to bending over faculty and paddling them? Why did nobody challenge that the boys were groping and fondling the men? Why did no one challenge any? The video is, some of the videos are so bad that literally they're not even allowed to be shown. So at that point, that's what I'm saying. Like, when y'all talk about having accountability and literally, calling out certain stuff, and what's going on, Viper? You got to tell me, when do y'all start calling this out? When do y'all start challenging that? You can't tell me I need to restrict and watch what I say, but nobody is watching and calling this out. Mind you, this is called a man's pageant. What the hell is a man? I'm now understanding this is a man's pageant. This is a man's pageant. This is what a man's pageant entails. This is a man's pageant. Ladies and gentlemen, if you need to know what a man's pageant is, this is a man's pageant. Girls get profaned to profess wearing liquor, dress up like hooter girls, while the boys are seductive and horny. Congratulations. We now know this is what a man's pageant is. I can't stop you at this point. No, see, that's the thing crazy about it, Ruby. The parents are happy with this type of tradition. You already heard what Holly had to say. Holly said, why are y'all making a big fuss about this? Nobody was hurt. Nobody was damaged. Literally, we do this all the time. At my house, at the school. But then we hear later on, then I be hearing all these church testimonies. Then I be hearing about this, something on the 6 o'clock news about some Johnny and Tawny and Kira and Lollipop all got in the car and went down the dirt road. Every time we hear about these stories, nobody will call out where the origin of this stuff is happening. And it's not like they're hiding it anymore. They're not even hiding it anymore. They do it right in your face. That's the bad thing about it. They got me so fucked up. Excuse my language. God, dang, I'm trying not to curse. Oh my goodness. They got me. They got me. They got me. You got me. You got me. You won. You won. I already understand. I get it. I get it. I'm gonna drop the link. I got 45 minutes. I could drop the link. I lost. I have no fight. I don't have no fight anymore. I would want to ask the children. I would want to ask any young teenager. How many of y'all have felt comfortable doing this type of thing? But then we always hear about sexualization of children. Always hear about consensual stuff that has just gone wrong. Nobody steps to this stuff no more. Nobody has any time. That's why I said when y'all talk about y'all going to shame the women, good luck. You can't even get you can't even stop this. That's why I said the fake rage. Listen, man, you can't even shame this. So how are you going to call out one thing or call out some things, or you're picking and choosing what you want to actually, if you ain't going to talk about this, Miss Will trying to say, well, we're going to get the women right. We're going to fix the boys. Can't talk about this. This school is below average in diversity acceptance. They have more teachers per student. They are underperforming in all areas of education. They understand their own shits, most likely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I leave off with a song, one of their holy prayers. You're right. You're right. I remember when we talked about cuties, and they turned up on me real bad. Doug, I never forget when I talked about cuties, boy, they turned up on me so much. But hey, I go out with this song. Please. This song is the last thing I would like to play before I leave. If I get hit, fair use. This is my last song that I would like to go. A message. And congratulations. You won. You won. Harold, you won. I am happy for you. BMT is closing down. We go out with this. Harold, please sing the song.
We've made over these past years, there's still work to be done. So to those of you out there who are still working against equal rights, we have a message for you.
You think we're sinful? You fight against our rights. You say we all lead lives you can't respect. But you're just frightened. You think that we'll corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked. Funny, just this once, you're correct. We'll convert your children. Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. You can keep them from disco. What about San Francisco? Make him wear pleated pants, we don't care. We'll convert your children. We'll make them tolerant and fair.
At first, I didn't get why you'd be so scared of us turning your children into accepting, caring people, but I see now why you'd have a problem with that.
Just like you worried, they'll change their group of friends. You won't approve of where they go at night to protest. But when you'll be disgusted when they start finding things online that you've kept far from their sight, like information, guess what? You'll still be alright. We'll convert your children, yes we will. Reaching one and all, there's really no escaping it. Cause even grandma likes RuPaul. And the world's getting kinder. Gen Z's gayer than Grindr. Learn to love, learn to vogue, face your fate. We'll convert your children. Someone's gotta teach them not to hate. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children. Your children will care about fairness and justice for others. Your children will work to convert all their sisters and brothers. Then soon we're almost certain your kids will start converting you. The gay agenda is coming home. The gay agenda is here. But you don't have to worry, because there's nothing wrong with standing by our side. Get on board in a hurry, because the world always needs a bit more pride. No, you don't have to worry, because there's nothing wrong with standing by our side. Get on board in a hurry, because the world always needs a bit more pride. Come on, try a little pride. We'll convert your children. Then we'll turn to you, giving up the fear inside is freeing like you never knew. Go and see San Francisco. Go and turn up that disco. You'll forget you were ever upset. We'll convert your children, and they can have light of you. Or they can have light of you.